Still figuring out whether to watch this 4 hours of Shamani and Malia podcast? Well, here is the summary. Decide later if you want to know more of it. After 9 years of silence, Vijay Malia finally speaks on the controversy that made him the national headline. He says Kingfisher rose to become India's largest carrier, but collapsed not because of fraud, but a perfect storm of 2008 global crisis, financial crisis, and government policies. He claims the government itself, including then Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee, urged him not to downsize and promised support, leading him to take more loans. But when the airline failed, those very loans were held against him. Malia denies running away. He says he left for a pre-planned meeting in Geneva in 2016 and even informed Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. His passport was revoked later. He insists he did not flee justice. He was forced out by legal pressure. On employee salaries, he apologizes deeply, saying 260 crore rupees were frozen by court, and banks denied his request to pay that amount to the staff. He says he made multiple settlement offers between 2012 and 15, including to SBI, but they were rejected in hopes of recovering more. Ironically, banks recovered 14,100 crore rupees, about 3 times his offer. Malia rejects the chore tag, blaming media sensationalism for distorting facts and ignoring context. He says he gave personal guarantees, something no fraudster would do, and never used company money to fund his lifestyle, parties, or his 60th birthday. Defending RCB Force India and the Kingfisher calendar, he says they were branding investments, not personal indulgences. He clarifies that acquiring Air Deccan wasn't to skip rules, but to consolidate the industry. He believes he was made a political scapegoat, targeted while bigger defaulters escaped scrutiny. Today, he lives in the UK fighting legal battles, caring for his dogs, and leading a modest life, not the super rich image the media shows. Malia says he is ready to return to India if promised a fair and dignified trial. All he asks is to be judged on facts, not headlines, and remembered for what he built, not just where he fell. So that's a quick summary. What do you think? Was it a calculated PR move or a genuine explanation? With this, stay curious, stay connected.